needed for this job. Training and technology together achieve an optimum degree of coordination here.
Современная техника безопасности требует от моряков хорошей подготовки. Защита дыхания.
Let's take a look at the breathing protection department shortly before a new course is scheduled to start. The course leader had already notified the workshop of his equipment requirements on the previous day. Now he's just checking the numbers.
Контроль за приборами осуществляется инструкторами, проверяется количество, комплектность и прежде всего надежность противогазов.
The technical personnel are indispensable to the training workshop. Theoretical approach. The breathing mask is demonstrated with all its component parts, material, construction and working principle.
Маска-респиратор показана в деталях: материал, конструкция и функция.
The team members must know their model inside out. Handling. Demonstration of the movements used for putting on the mask.
Демонстрируется последовательность движений при надевании респиратора. Как правильно одевать маску-респиратор?
Hold the mask to the face and fasten it, first by pulling the chin straps tight, followed by the temple straps and the head strap. Check for air tightness by closing the connecting port with the ball of the thumb and sucking in.
Проверка герметичности. Придерживая руками соединительный штуцер, втягивайте воздух. Если снаружи проникает воздух, подтяните сильнее завязку и еще раз проверьте, плотно ли сидит респиратор.
When the mask is airtight, the breathing apparatus can be connected. To remove the mask, slide the index fingers under the chin strap and use the thumb to open the buckle.
Снятие респиратора. Респиратор надо снимать через голову.
The air cylinder. Various types are in use here as well. Working safety is only guaranteed when the cylinder, respirator and mask all belong to the same system.
Проверьте давление кислородного баллона.
Breathing apparatus has to be checked for working order immediately before being used by the wearer. Familiarity with the working principles, the operating controls, and the safety checks reinforces one's confidence in the breathing apparatus.
Основательная теоретическая подготовка является базой для успешного выполнения упражнений на практике.
A thorough theoretical introduction provides every trainee with a solid grounding for success in the practical exercises. After concluding the theoretical preliminaries, the trainees proceed to the workshop in two groups. One lot wearing the masks and the others assisting. Practical drill. It's vital to have a sufficient number of respirator units to achieve the maximum training effect.
Проверка комплектности прибора. Затем проверка давления, герметичности и работоспособности.
The first step is to get familiar with the apparatus. Is it complete? If so, check the equipment for pressure, tightness, respirator function, and the signal whistle. Check the signal whistle by picking up the respirator, closing the connecting piece, and activating
Сигнальный
the
свисток
respirator
можно
and
проверить,
pushing the
закрыв дыхательный аппарат и оказав давление на
Then let the
мембрану.
air gradually escape. Somewhere
Медленно
between 60
выпускайте
and 50
воздух.
bar, the
При
signal
давлении
whistle
в
should sound.
60-80 бар должен раздаться свисток.
Now the trainees get familiar with the breathing apparatus for the first time.
Первое знакомство с прибором.
Screwing on the respirator.
Все должны уметь владеть техникой пользования. Здесь требуется групповая работа.
Every trainee has to master the roles of wearer and helper. This promotes team spirit. When everything's okay, proceed to fetch the helmets and gloves and put them on.
Наденьте каски и перчатки.
Information is also a question of presentation. Introduction, demonstration, and active participation all contribute to achieving maximum learning performance. The aim is now to go on a route march in pairs and to note down the air reserves beforehand, so as to calculate the individual air consumption during the march. Passing the instructor, each trainee notifies him of his current air pressure reserves.
Это упражнение показывает, сколько кислорода требуется каждому в режиме нагрузки.
250, 250, 265. The helpers follow on, and off they go. The aim of this exercise is for each trainee to get to know his personal air consumption under load. This is especially vital for promoting confidence in the breathing equipment. Don't forget to hold tight. If this was a ship at sea, it might be much less comfortable.
Это важное упражнение для лучшего и надежного ознакомления с прибором. Упражнения с нарастающей степенью сложности дают представление о работе в противогазе.
An obstacle course with increasing degrees of difficulty simulates to each trainee what moving and working with the breathing apparatus would be like in an actual emergency. That's why the course is designed to simulate conditions aboard ship. For example, deck superstructure, companionways, and manholes. Air supply down to 0 by 12 o'clock. That is, in 77 minutes. That's the top time.
Закрепление результата в конце упражнения.
The air reserves are used up completely.
Важным здесь является указание факторов, влияющих на расход воздуха. Например, индивидуальная конституция, вид нагрузки и, не в последнюю очередь, личный опыт.
The values at the end of the exercise are noted down. Every trainee now knows how long he or she can last out with a single air cylinder. It's important to point out the factors that influence air consumption, like individual physique.
Для работы в противогазе важно помнить, опыт приходит с практикой.
For work with breathing protection apparatus, the old saying holds true: practice makes perfect. Efficient training courses rely on workshops for maintenance and repair of the necessary equipment. A glimpse of the basic equipment complement of a breathing apparatus workshop.
Мастерская по уходу за респираторами, возможность для стирки, дезинфицирования и тщательной чистки масок.
A drying cabinet does the job both quickly and gently. Spare parts and disposable components are kept on hand for running replacements.
Компрессор для заправки кислородом.
A compressor serves to refill the air cylinders.
Маска и дыхательный аппарат проверяются на специальном приборе. Во время тренировки все оборудование подвергается сильным нагрузкам. Поэтому золотое правило – проверяйте функциональную надежность устройств.
A well-organized training center also has provision for firefighting drill. Part of the training grounds is reserved for firefighting drill. This is where the main fire extinguishing techniques can be demonstrated before being tried out by the cadets themselves.
Тренинг по борьбе с пожаром.
The firefighting facility. It consists of a concrete trough with a table in the middle which is supplied with combustibles via a topping up pipe and then ignited. The trough with an oil separator allows the combustibles and extinguishing materials to be disposed of ecologically.
Место пожара.
Final safety check.
Для тренинга все подготовлено.
All clear for the exercise.
Первое упражнение с 6-килограммовым порошковым огнетушителем. Запуск огнетушителя. Снять с предохранителя, держа шланг, быстро и сильно ударить один раз по пусковому устройству, огнетушитель готов.
The instructor has a special responsibility here to ensure maintenance of safety distances and correct sequencing.
Важно для каждого в отдельности преодолеть естественный страх перед огнем и изучить разные виды огнетушителей.
Fire on the foredeck. One man to the front with a powder extinguisher.
Пожар на борту. Сразу с огнетушителем вперед. При работе с огнетушителем необходима особая тактика, которая приходит с опытом.
The powder extinguisher demands a particular approach to the fire which is best learned in practice.
Только при правильных наклоне и расстоянии по отношению к горящей зоне порошковое облако может погасить пожар в считанные секунды.
Water, go.
Другой огнетушитель. Тушение пожара водой.
Another extinguishing agent, water in a fine spray.
Здесь требуется групповая работа. Каждый должен научиться гасить пожар, держа тяжелую трубу на плечах.
It's no easy task, and it can only be mastered in teamwork. Every participant must get first-hand experience of what it's like to hold a heavy sea nozzle on their shoulder and to fight a fire with it.
Пожар погашен. Остановить воду.
Preparations for the final drill. The fire table is again fueled. Careful dosing of the combustible allows controlled flame development. Here as well, it's up to the instructor to pass on his experience and know-how to the team members.
Вода.
Firefighting with a foam extinguisher. Fire drill is also dependent on the instructor's know-how and the appropriate technical equipment to fulfill the objectives of successful firefighting training. On land, it lays the foundations for which there is no opportunity later on board ship.